A blessed morning to you all, dear viewers of My Media Prime TV. Huge thanks for joining us on Prime Flash over My Media Prime Television. We begin the news with this important message from the President of the Republic of Cameroon, His Excellency Paul Biya, to the indomitable lions of Cameroon. The President has sent a soul-touching message to the lions ahead of their first encounter at the Qatar FIFA World Cup on Thursday, November 24th. In the written note, the #1 sportsman of the country celebrated the Lions for being Africa's finest at the World Football Feast, saluted their brilliant performances in the years that have been, and encouraged them to put in their sweat and blood into this world event to raise the flag of Cameroon even higher. Onto this human interest story, a young man in Yaoundé, Cameroon's political capital city, has escaped death at the hands of a mob who gave him snake beatings for stealing a mobile phone from a passenger at a bus station. According to a report, he was caught by the owner of the phone in a VIP bus at the park, who raised an alarm and alerted the population. Sticks, stones and other weapons were used on the boy, and the beatings got severe to the extent that management of the transport agency in Yaoundé risked it all to prevent the young man from being beaten to death as blood was oozing from his nostrils. The suspect was then taken away in a taxi to hospital while investigations have been opened on the matter. Cameroon joined the international community yesterday to observe the World TV Day. This event comes in an era where traditional media or TV is battling to maintain its spot in the media landscape amid the rapid growth of the social media. Take a listen. In December 1996, the United Nations proclaimed 21 November as World Television Day, commemorating the date on which the first World Television Forum was held in 1996. Television continues to be the single largest source of video consumption, though screen sizes have changed as well as systems from analog to digital, and people create posts, stream and consume content on different platforms like the social media. The number of households with television sets around the world continue to rise. But does the TV still have its place in the 21st century? A.K. Nicole Niba is a cybersecurity analyst.
The TV still has its own place because I, for one, watch a lot of programs on TV like My Media Prime, CRTV, CNN to get my information like many other Cameroonians. Besides, it is cheap and affordable for a common man because not everyone can afford data on daily basis.
Otang, a young Cameroonian artist and student, says the ratio of consumption between social media and the TV is 50-50.
I think the TV still has its place because it goes to our grandparents. Our grandparents, since they are in a generation, they were born in a generation where phones, internet, or the social media were not brought out, so they still have those olden days mentality, and I think they are so attached to TV than to our phones and the social media. So for the TV and social media, it's like 50-50. The social media for the youths and for the adults, and the TV for the olds, because the olds still watch the TV and they really.
However, her preference will depend on the particular moment.
In fact, I'll prefer one of them in some particular cases. There may be times I'll prefer the TV and also the social media. The TV, for example, if I don't have data or if I just want to stay away from my phone, I might just watch the TV or other interesting things. But if I want to really know what is happening or I want to see this particular thing, I'll just Google search on my phone and watch what's happening on my phone. So I don't think social media is really making the TV to not have his place anymore.
Nonetheless, the cybersecurity analyst adds that fake news discredits the social media as opposed to the TV or traditional media.
Also, there is a lot of fake news on social media aside the TV, that's the traditional media. The traditional media gives me in particular the real news, while social media, I think there is a lot of fake news. The TV still has its own place, though the social media is battling to take over, but it cannot due to those points that I raised.
Thus, television represents a symbol for communication and globalization in the contemporary world, with a huge impact on decision-making by bringing world attention to conflicts and threats, to peace and security, among many other issues.
Because of this, we have been waiting for electricity, and now we have permanent electricity.
Meantime, the newly inaugurated East interconnection to the South interconnected grid is expected to improve livelihood and living standards for the people of the eastern region of Cameroon.
Onto something else, the University of Boya's Medical School Alumni Association is strategizing on building a borehole for their faculty in the campus of UB. The idea was arrived at during their 4th General Assembly, which took place over the weekend. Emmanuel C. now reports from Boya.
7 years on, ex-students of the University of Boya Medical School Alumni Association are back after a break due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2022, the alumni is strategizing on how to give back to their alma mater as well as support their community. Dr. Nsah Emmanuel is the president of this association. He explains that conquering the health system is their main aim as well as moving forward.
We have numerous students who became doctors who are now specialists, cardiologists. As a matter of fact, the 3rd female urologist in Cameroon is from our school. We are also in various healthcare systems, home and abroad, in the US and the UK. In terms of the alumni, we have had various achievements. For example, we just innovated the student forum at the International Hospital, and we envisage carrying out other projects such as building a borehole for our faculty.
For 7 years since its creation, Dr. Nsah has benefited from these alumni.
The alumni has been so helpful, especially to me, because they have uplifted my activities. There is a way that the alumni has put together the doctors that are in this platform. You may want to have to refer a patient, and it's very easy because you already have your fellow doctors' contact. So the alumni creates a platform that unites doctors. It creates a platform that works in order to uplift our alma mater, the University of Boya.
The University of Boya Medical School Alumni Association is optimistic that in 2023 they will continue the success of their association as well as engaging others in their activities.
Let's now move to the Northwest region, where the people of Wom, regional headquarters of Menchum Division, can now heave sighs of relief with ongoing rehabilitation works on that stretch of road. Honorable Richard Walang has come to the aid of the population following several months of bad roads. Let's get details in this report with Fon Quinta.
The Northwest region of Cameroon has over the years been plagued by poor roads, a situation which has created lots of hurdles in the economic and social sectors. We are in Wom, the divisional headquarters of Menchum Division, Northwest region of Cameroon, where the stretch of road linking the division and Bamenda has been almost impassable for several months, forcing commuters to use motorcycles for the transportation of persons, goods and even corpses. This Muslim family has lost loved one as a result of the deplorable state of road. According to the family head, his dad died on his way to hospital after spending the night on the way. Today, residents can heave sighs of relief as rehabilitation works are ongoing. Caterpillars are spotted on different sites trying to...
But at least now that they degrade the road to I believe say it could really make the life.
The rehabilitation works ongoing, described by road users as a solution to the economic and social setbacks caused by bad roads. Their desire is for government officials to transform words into action and tar the over 375-kilometer-long Bamenda-Wom stretch of road.
Now in news out of Cameroon, as fighting rages on in the North Kivu region of the DRC, war victims continue to flock to Bethesda Hospital Surgery Center in Goma. Since the first M23 rebel uprising, the International Committee of the Red Cross has run an operating room at the center to provide free treatment for the wounded who continuously rush to the hospital for aid. Elsewhere in Kenya, another 5-story building has collapsed on Monday in Ruiru on the outskirts of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, as after its over 100 tenants were evacuated. The evacuation was witnessed by the local governor, Kimani Wamatangi, on Sunday afternoon after the building developed cracks. The National Construction Authority was earlier reported to have found it to be structurally unsound, according to reports. Now, former South African President Jacob Zuma, who has officially finished serving a 15-month jail sentence for contempt of court, must return to prison after his conditional release last year on health grounds was contrary to the law. An appeals court ruled on Monday. The 80-year-old ex-head of state was convicted in June 2021 for stubbornly refusing to testify before a PM in Group D, while we move back to Group C, where Mexico is going to face Poland at 5 p.m. and France will be lurking horns against Australia. In Group D, that will be at 8 p.m. and the match pitting Denmark against Tunisia will be at 2 p.m. today. And that concludes today's Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. I have been Eileen for presentation. The news was produced by Modika, Elvis. Thanks very much for your keen and kind attention. Details of some of the stories will be yours at 6:30 p.m. during Prime News with Fon Quinta. Have a blessed day, but do stay tuned to more amazing programs coming.